Hi and welcome. This is my June review for Pisces Sun sign and Pisces rising. Now we start the month with a look at the Black Moon Lilith, because the Black Moon has changed sign and house recently, and there's several aspects to her over the coming month which are very important. So let's start with her. Now the Black Moon has moved into Cancer. Cancer is a fellow water sign, and the shadow she casts over us while she's in Cancer is that of dependency. Now there is a fear of abandonment that comes with this position, and we all have to face this over the coming year. But the thing is to work on our independence, work on our strength, so to speak, within ourselves, so that we don't need to be dependent on others. Then we have the Black Moon in the 5th house for you Pisces. So this brings up issues to do with creativity, joy, love, and it may be that you've lost the desire or the urge to be in love, or to create, or to have fun and enjoy, and we need to get this back. So this is something you need to be working on over the coming year. Now with the 1st of June bringing two aspects to the Black Moon Lilith, it's good to look at those. So first of all, we have a square from Mars, so there could be frustrations that come up because of this. There could be things that we are bothered by, that are annoying us and frustrating us, that we need to look at. But with the help of Venus, because there's also a positive aspect from Venus, we can align ourselves with our future path and to put ourselves back on track. On the 3rd we have Mercury stationed direct. This is good news because Mercury's been retrograde for the past 3 weeks in your 3rd house, and there may have been miscommunications, may have things that were taken the wrong way, and it may have caused several upsets or problems. But now things are going to go smoothly, and you can repair any damage done, and Mercury will be going full steam ahead once he builds up speed and gets out of the shadow area. Now there's a square to Saturn, which is good because it will give Mercury the chance to put any ideas that you've had over that retrograde period into action now, and you can get things moving. The only thing to be aware of is that there is an aspect to Neptune, so there can be some delusion with Neptune, so just make sure that you know what's fact and what's right. Then we have Saturn going retrograde on the 4th, and this is in your 12th house. So Saturn is very close to Pisces at this moment, so he's going to retrograde back, but he will be moving into Pisces next year. So this is a time with Saturn in this position that you concentrate on yourself, onto looking deeply within yourself, reflecting, because when Saturn does come into Pisces, things are going to start moving very, very quickly. So this is a time to reflect and take stock and recharge one's batteries, so to speak, ready for next year. But while Saturn is in this position, you can still work on your spiritual side and on your ability to relax and take things easy, because that would be good to maybe look into meditation or something that can help relax you. On the 4th we have a coming together of the asteroid Pallas and also Uranus. So when these two come together, there's always a spark, there's always a dramatic change in the social side of life, and you could be a catalyst for this if you have planets around 16 Taurus, Leo, Aquarius or Scorpio. You could be directly involved in this dramatic change. Then on the 5th we have some good news, because you can work now with your financial situation. You can put in some good grounding here, because we have the Sun making aspect to Chiron in that 2nd house. It's a good chance to overcome any past wounds related to finances, and to use this as a stepping board to doing and getting more organised, doing greater things with your finances. On the 9th we have Mercury making an aspect to Pluto in your 11th house. This is a time to dig deep and look beneath the surface, and especially where friends are concerned, because there may be some things that you've been told aren't quite right, and that you've been fed something that's completely untrue. Then on the 11th we have an aspect between Venus and Uranus. Again, there could be some things that come out, some communications that come that are unusual, different, and that you may read something or discover something that you think, that's very interesting, I need to follow up on that. So unexpected events can happen with this, and also people, you may bump into people, or you may come across someone who's quite unusual, quite different to you normally, but they stimulate you mentally. On the 14th we have our full moon. This full moon's in Sagittarius, but it's also in your 10th house. This is a very important full moon. The Sagittarius moon is fun-loving, wants freedom and happiness, adventure, but with the 10th house it's a bit more important than that. You may be thrust into the limelight, and you need to concentrate your energies in the area of either your career or your public standing or your chosen path, because there are important things to be done here. So maybe put aside the adventurous nature at the moment, and or use it and combine it in with your current situation. But certainly there is a lot to be done, and you need to concentrate all your energy in this area over the next couple of weeks. Now, we also have a conjunction between Mars and Chiron on this day, so this is also a good motivation to drive you forward. The past and any past hurts or disappointments can now serve to motivate you and push you forward in the direction you choose. On the 15th there's a much needed aspect that will help to ground you. The Sun makes an aspect to Saturn, and this will help you to keep both feet on the ground, because there's a lot of excitement going on around you. And the 16th there is more, because we have a triple conjunction. This is Venus, the Moon's North Node and Pallas. So we have fantastic opportunities coming this way now, through communication. That's the key, because this is all happening in your 3rd house again. Now with the North Node there's bound to be doors open, there's bound to be pathways that unfold in front of you, and you need to be ready to walk down this path or open this door, walk through the doorway. And with Pallas it will help you to think strategically, to think ahead and to plan well about these opportunities that have come to greet you. And with Venus it could be someone as well, someone comes across your path, someone you speak to, someone you meet, that can also help to point you in the right direction. On the 18th, Venus makes an aspect to Saturn. This will allow you to take stock, look at things from the bigger perspective, because you're really caught up in a lot of activity at the moment. You need to just rise above it and look calmly, look at where you are and what you need to do next. There's also an aspect to Neptune, which is a very creative one, but make sure you don't wear those rose-coloured spectacles that Neptune can sometimes put on you. Then on the 19th we have Jupiter making a fantastic aspect with the Black Moon Lilith. This can stir you into action, this can get you going. It's in the 2nd house, so this is a focus on finances. This is where Jupiter can really help you over the coming months, is in this 2nd house of finances. And there's also an aspect to Venus which can help with people. Connections with people now can really help you, whether it's working with people, whether it's advice taken from people. This can really help you to move forward. On the 21st we have our summer solstice. This marks the start of summer and is the point when the sun is at its highest in the sky. We also have the Sun moving into Cancer, and this is your 5th house. An aspect from Venus on the day as well will bring a lot of emotion, deep emotion and passion, because it's an aspect to Pluto. And it'll be a good day to spend time with friends and to interact, to network with those. Then Venus moves into Gemini. This is your 4th house. So Venus will want intellectual stimulation in this area, but also she'll want to beautify, make the home very much a sanctuary, a beautiful place to be. A good aspect on the 27th when Mars makes a positive aspect to Saturn. Mars in that second house will help you to organise your finances and to plan things. And this is great to put some structure into that financial area. We also have Mercury making an aspect to Chiron is in the second house. So this will help you to communicate about any problems that you have or any problems you may have had in the past that you want to get off your chest. Then on the 28th, your ruler, Neptune, is the second planet to go station retrograde. This is in your first house. But we can still work with Neptune while he's in this position. And for you, it's time to look at yourself, because this is in the first house, and to work on yourself and make yourself the best person you possibly can, and not delude yourself in any way. You need to be real. You need to keep it real. With Pisceans, it's very easy to drift off into a dream world, but now you have to focus on you and become the best possible person you can. On the 28th, we have a fantastic aspect between the Sun and Jupiter. The Sun now in your 5th house of creativity and of love affairs, and we'll get a real boost from Jupiter in that second house. The only thing you need to be aware of, though, is that there is a tendency to be overconfident and to spend a little bit more money than you probably envisaged. But it's also time to have great fun and to socialize and be with friends and family. We also have an aspect to Venus on that day from Jupiter, so this is great for finances. This is great for thinking up new ways of making money as well, and also spending money, especially on the home, as Venus is in that 4th house. To end the month on the 29th, we have a new moon. Now the new moon is in the 5th house. We've just been speaking about the 5th house and how the confidence you will have now has been building and building as the sun was in the 4th house. So now it's time to enjoy your creativity. The juices will be flowing. Enjoy love, enjoy romance and passion, enjoy socialising with your friends. This is a fantastic time of year for you Pisces. Now, I don't want to put a damper on it, but this new moon is also conjunct the black moon Lilith. Now, the black moon Lilith, as we spoke about earlier, is our shadow side. It's the part of us that sometimes we don't want to face. But now with this new moon conjunct, it is time to face it as well. So it's time to work on those parts of us that we'd probably rather ignore. Every year the sun does a complete circuit and comes back and conjuncts the black moon Lilith and shines a light and highlights everything in the shadow area. Now, if you've done the work over the past year, you'll be reaping the benefit now of this mini rebirth, so to speak. It's a new you that emerges when the sun comes conjunct with the black moon Lilith. But also, the light will show you what you need to do coming for the future year. This will show you all the things that you need to work on, everything that you need to pay attention to. So enjoy this mini rebirth and look forward to the 2 weeks of fun and also paying attention to what you need to do. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the June review. If you have, please subscribe, and if you'd like to leave a message, I'd love to hear from you.